And it's an extended zone out to midcourt. The trap at midcourt. Samuel. Daniels. Head fake. Cross-court pass dangerous. Olander, a big body that fouled out of that first game in December in 17 minutes.
Here's the 1-3-1 again.
Daniels, a terrific corner three-point shooter. Boatwright. Napier. Knifing. Bounced it between the legs of Young, I believe, but it's 4.
Patrick Young is not only one of the most liked players and athletes on Florida's campus, he's one of the most liked players amongst all the student athletes for Florida.
3-time Southeastern Conference academic scholar.
Again, the size of Napier and Boatwright out front. Florida's throwing a lot of bodies at you. What a finish.
Oh, that's a no. Yes.
Here's the 1-3-1 back again.
It was very good earlier in the half for the Gators. Helped get them back in the game. There's that lob, though, over the top.
First half, and the Gators are up by 8.
And we talk so much about the Florida defense, and they did create points with their defense from there. Now, they're explosive if you give them opening.
How about changing the defense right now? A 1-3-1 half-court pressure defense. Miller and Dayton. You want to go into halftime in single digits.
The Flyers over Stanford from the Pac-12. Other Pac-12 team playing here. Here is Levine out there for UCLA. Both teams are shooting 50% from the floor.
Little 1-3-1 zone here for Florida.
7-point Florida lead. They've led by 9. Early UCLA led by 4. There's a foul. That goes from our CBS studios in New York.
I've been loving the efficiency. Billy Donovan in Florida, 11 assists, 13 made field goals. But the three-point shot has been a plus for Florida as well. Hasn't shot the ball particularly well from distance in their first 2 NCAA games.
Well, I like the fact that you got a good mixture of upperclassmen as freshmen and sophomores who are definitely playing fearless.
Down by 3. Too high. And over the head of Perez. Turnover, Rebels.
Kind of an interesting alignment for Florida against the Ole Miss 1-3-1. And traditionally, you split the man at the top. So Wilbekin would be on one side, and you put Frazier.
Billy D, man, he was able to make free throws. That's Allen Harrison with the ball.
Well, he was more wide open than he realized he was. Both Harrisons and Polson in the game at the same time right now. This is Andrew Harrison, forces it up.
See bad shots.
Out of Florida, and size up top with Prather, and you get man in the middle.
Virtually no difference on the game clock and the shot clock. It's about 0.3 maybe.
The concern is Wilbekin down there is a low block. Yeah, that would be the concern.
He played handball in Sweden. Big guy, has good interior passer.
Little half-court look, half-court trap look by the Gators. Relaford swings it around to the corner, and the jumper.
Earlier, no doubt, one of the most improved players in college basketball.
Averaged only 3.3 points a game last year, and right now hovering around 15 or 16 per.
And shooting over 60%.
Relaford passes out of the double team. Alabama's been moving the ball well on offense the last few sequences.
Good ball motion right there, getting the ball into the ring, but then he got a walk the violation. After halftime, Brad Nestor was on the call. It was like a knockout. It was like a knockout against Missouri when he got alive.
He had a great summer playing for Coach Donovan overseas on the USA Basketball Under-19 team.
So he's going to coach that team again.
Relaford from long distance, and there's an answer for you.
Well, the guy in, so we go to Coach and Jay, and the coach looks at him and says, look, all my players graduated. We never had a problem. Kids are great. You know what? If the W's aren't there, the bags are being packed. Saturday.
Yep. Kenny Smith with the rebound off the miss.
Well, now I got John Saunders, I got Dan Schubert, and I add you, Mark Jones, the 3-in Canadian beauty. All players, guys like Jack, so valuable to a team. They're going to the zone right now. Half-court trap out of the 1-3-1. Got to try to find some open gaps. Got to use the skip pass.
Nice pass by Ross inside. again finds the open guy, but Yaget gets out on Brown before he can unleash a three.
Dorian Finney-Smith up on top, has those long arms.
Here's Ross on the outside, and he got it.
I think the zone could really create a problem for Florida because they don't shoot well. They don't shoot well. So I think you'd have to give an edge to Syracuse in that matchup.
Now, they did play against a lot of zone tonight from Missouri. At least 50% of the time, maybe more.
They're zoning right now, Florida, and really they're playing a hustle. But they really strapped defensively. I haven't seen a team.
Tonight.
They play so hard on every possession. You watch the way they scrap. Look at Wilmington. Look at Wilmington there.
Clarkson with 5 on the shot clock. He hit 2 threes, and everything else came from the free throw line.
Now he's playing the back to the 1-3-1 zone. He runs the baseline. Look at the way they attack defensively.
Brown way out. This one comes up a little bit short.
He really pounds in a game plan in those 48 hours.
He really does. He had a very intense shoot-around today and walk-through going against the Texas A&M offensive sets, preparing his team. Florida now has dropped into a 1-3-1 half-court zone.
It's given Texas A&M some problems. Unable to penetrate. Shot clock winds down to 5. Fitzgerald against the bench.
Man played only 3 minutes in the first half. Thomas wound up with a couple of fouls. So too did Craig Sewell, their leading scorer, and Trevante Bledman off the bench. Bulldogs have it. All those guys back in the start. Gavin Ware gets the first.
7 threes per contest. That time Tennessee, they switched the on-ball action mark. And Wilbekin then was matched up with Maimon. Maimon couldn't crowd him. Wilbekin shooting a high percentage from 3, makes him pay.
Strong move by Maimon, who for his first win against Conzo Martin since Martin's been at Tennessee. Josh Richardson, a proficient three-point shooter off the mark. And a rebound. That's
7 of the top 10 teams in the country are on the road. Number 6, Florida, making its road trip a little bit early tonight. Really trying to trap LGT. He, a junior college transfer, started the season well, struggled of late, goes all the way to the basket, can't get it to go.
Wilbekin had a great penetration and pass fake there, and a wide open lane inside that resulted in the bucket. Great feed. Guy with the ball has got to always be looking for something good to do with the ball, not just get rid of it, but look for something good.
The Gators showing a little zone trap, and they force a turnover almost. He chased down the loose ball, and Alabama's shot clock didn't reset. Don't know if the Tide realizes it. Relaford penetrating and scoring. Florida showing a little 1-3-1 and had some success with that recently. Alabama attacks it. Shannon Hale at the bucket, loses it.
That opened the conference slate with a 2-point loss at Ole Miss. Just going to get over the hump. Denson gets double teamed. With 5 to shoot, Harrell finds Payne, who got rejected by.
Under control and attacks going inside first.
Young couldn't hit on the hook shot. Here comes Auburn. 1-3-1, giving them some issues. Harrell for 3. Auburn is
half-court zone.
This is when Auburn struggled the most.
Exactly. Prather up top. He'll make it hard to reverse the ball.
Yaget comes up with it.
See that 1-3-1 zone right there. Extended out. And to keep the ball above the free throw line extended.
Length out front, and the point guard Wilbekin playing under the bucket. Champs-Edine rifles one for Payne.
Yeah, that's the drop.
Really solidified himself in that starting lineup for Coach Mike Anderson.
Florida's 1-3-1 defense, something that Billy Donovan's gone to this year that's been good to them.
Up shot by Harris. Young with the rebound. Young knocks down both. Now has 4 points to go along with 4 rebounds. Lead down to 3, and Florida in that zone. Devon Walker with that 7-foot-1-inch wingspan. That's right, 7'1", folks, on a 6'5" wing player.
And normally that's the spot up top that Casey Prather.
Well, that's where possessions go to die.
Nothing wrong with screening it and attacking it off the bounce.
Walker comes up with a steal. Still a 2-point game. Florida's in the short corner, and he pops it up. You're a baller. Tied at 51. Pretty much what we expected out of this matchup between Arkansas and Florida. Idar in the ball game now, and Madden back running the point.
Florida always has 3 sets of eyes on that Arkansas ball handle. Ball has got to get below the free throw line. Good things will happen.
Circus shot goes by Madden.
Hook, if you take away the right hook, but you'll take him taking the left paw shot instead.
Idar thought about it. Madden. Boy, that top of the zone really congested. There's the short corner they hit. An air ball for Curtis there. Now through Florida. It is 15 of 20 now from the stripe. Back to the 1-3-1. That's been Billy's best defense in the second half. Billy the third. Tough move. Draws the foul. Today. The most versatile guy that Florida has on the floor all game long. And Billy Donovan changing up the zone. It didn't matter that time.
Well, the fact that he hasn't scored should motivate you at your Richmond. Actually had an outstanding second half in the previous game at Northeastern, and the reason why Richmond came back and won. I think that's huge for Florida. If you can get more offense from you get on the interior, then it makes you an even more balanced team. You play Memphis. When you look on the schedule and you see Richmond, you don't get as pumped up. You can even get that sense from the crowd. And it's an opportunity for Richmond as you see.
Basket. Williams grabs the rebound. Spiders down only 4. Now if they can get Lindsey involved in the offense. To that point, they have not yet been able to do.
Nice
underneath
look.
Williams.
On the line here against a Richmond team who came ready to play.
It's the second longest winning streak at home in program history. We've had 10 lead changes in what has been a very entertaining second half. 8 on the shot clock. Lindsey weaving through the defense. Anthony with 3 on the clock. Nelson Dona has to shoot a desperation 3 off the back iron, and the rebound is won by 50.
Well, last time off the timeout, they had a great lob play for a dunk. Let's see what Rodney Terry has drawn up here.
1-3-1 zone.
Guerrero breaks it, delivers it, and
get into the gaps and seams. Wiggins got to be a guy that wants the ball and attack a gap. He is such an explosive, got a great first step.
Shot clock down to 8. Ellis the lob inside.
You want to find open people or pull up like he did with the little short jump shot.
It's a 14-0 run for Florida.
This zone is bothering them. Really is bothering them. They have a good shot and want that ball. See, he's on a wing right now and stationary.
Boy, are they struggling against on the floor just to put a big body on Embiid.
See, they got the size at the point of that pressure. Prather, big, long arms. They are really having a lot of talent like Wiggins. See, Wiggins is just drifting in the corner.
Misses the 3.
Jeff Withey last season, he said he's noticed the timing. That's what he's been working on.
Third block tonight. His timing has been excellent in this game.
Tell you the timing is Shannon. She does a terrific job. I want to be her agent.
College football, NASCAR. Zone again, 1-3-1. This
rotation on those free throws. See, you try to split the top, but 2 against 1. But you got to be careful with those passes, those lobs.
Wiggins on the bench right now with the under-12 media timeout coming shortly.
You got to create some passing lanes for one another.
Here's a good look for Mason. Florida shooting 36%, and they're down, and that's because they turned it over 20 times.
She beat me to the bunch. We're going to talk about the turnover situation. That's the reason.
Mason not this time.
Situation. That's the reason.
Mason not this time.
But long shot, long rebound. Wiggins doing a nice job on the glass tonight. He's up to 15 points and 8 rebounds in the game.
Critics can scream all they want. He's a big-time player.
Tharp inside.
Every time they make a run, Florida has an answer.
Trap in the corner.
They play with the ball too much side to side. Very easy for the zone to rotate. You got to use the post like that and go to the opposite side as well.
And Young left it short, so Embiid's down to the bench. Black in for Kansas. Jayhawks down 11.
They got to get more out of Black. He's a transfer out of Memphis. Had some productive situations down in Memphis.
With the play, keeps the ball alive, extends the possession, and gets a putback. Another 1-3-1 zone right here from Florida, playing in passing lanes. It's not just a flat 1-3-1 zone, but what I call a lane zone.
Nolan, nice!
They're stepping up. How about going inside? And now a change of defense, a little 1-3-1 lane zone. Last time Florida did this, they went diagonal to the block.
Lob to the rim. Won't go.
It basically shrinks the defense and gives you a chance to get to the offensive glass. Still in that 1-3-1, they've got to take away that diagonal pass. Notice this defense. It's not a typical flat 1-3-1. They're trying to play passing lanes, distort passing lanes. I like that Casey Prater trying to pick off that skip pass.
Shot clock to 8.
This guy, Billy Donovan's guy, just lost track of Wojnarowski. If you can maintain your focus and know that he's on the floor and not lose him, that'll pretty much put the clamps on him.
Wojnarowski's made 10 of his last 13 field goal attempts in his last couple of games. Last 3 games.
Smith, quick hands, good timing.
Ian Miller.
Casey Prater, the only double-figure scorer for Florida, has 3 fouls as well. That could bode ominous for the Gators if he has to leave the floor, but who else is going to put him in the basket?
Line drive.
Team manager. Now Billy Donovan discovered him, must have watched him scrimmage with the guys when nobody was looking. But he's an integral part of his team now. Janowski, Ojo.
Well, they got 21 points out of their center position. I don't think they expected that by any means.
And you're not sure if you can ride that the rest of this game. The double team right there getting out of Booker's hands.
Well, they go alley-oop, the catch made, the shot missed.